Hello and good afternoon, I bid to everyone. It is my honor to be the moderator of this event. My name is Angeline and I'm currently a language teacher in SJKC Funyu 2. Today, we are glad to have the privilege to welcome our guest of honor. I would like to invite Inche Zulkarnain Abdul Rahman, the Deputy Director of Learning Sector from Johor State Education Department. Dr. Ooi Im Hin, our guest speaker, teachers, and students from various schools. As the representative of my school, I would like to welcome all of you to our program today on the topic, the Lush Greenery. Before we get started, I would like to go over a few items so that our program can go on smoothly. First of all, I would like to gladly remind everyone to turn off their microphones to avoid disturbance to the presenter. Besides that, you will have the opportunity to submit questions to our presenter today by typing your questions into the comments in YouTube Live or Zoom. You may send your questions at any time during presentation and we'll collect this and address them at the end of the presentation. Last but not least, this is important, a quiz in the Google form will be administered at the end of this session. Please sign in with the MOE account and complete the quiz by 21st June before 12 midnight. E-certificates will only be issued to the participants who manage to achieve the required scores. The requirements of the scores for year 4 to 6 pupils will be 60% and above, whereas for Form 1 to Form 3 students, they need to score 70% and above in the quiz provided. Good luck in answering them. Take note that the form will not be accessible after 12 midnight. As for the teachers, you need to fill in the attendance form using your MOE account, and you may record your attendance manually in SPLKPM. For any assistance, please contact your respective school's SPLKPM coordinator. Before we start our program today, first of all, I would like to invite our lovely Madam Rammer, Chong Kung Ha, the head mistress of SJKC Funyu 2, to deliver her welcoming speech today. Madam Rammer, the floor is yours.
Yang dihormati Encik Zulkarnain Abdul Rahman, Timbalan Pengarah Sektor Pembelajaran Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Johor. Dr. Ooi Im Hin, Kurator Suriana Botanic Conservation Gardens, Pegawai-pegawai Pendidikan Negeri Johor, Pegawai-pegawai Pendidikan Daerah, guru-guru, ibu bapa serta murid-murid yang dikasihi sekalian. Salam sejahtera dan salam Malaysia Madani. Pertama sekali, izinkan saya mengucapkan rasa syukur kerana kita dapat bertemu pada hari ini untuk menyampaikan mesej penting tentang kelestarian alam sekitar. Hadirin sekalian, alam semula jadi adalah anugerah yang tidak ternilai. Keindahan pokok-pokok hijau adalah khazanah yang harus kita pelihara dengan penuh tanggungjawab. Sebagai warga yang bertanggungjawab, kita memikul amanah untuk memastikan alam ini kekal indah dan subur. Namun, dunia kita kini menjadi pelbagai cabaran seperti perubahan iklim, pencemaran dan penebangan hutan secara berleluasa. Semua ini adalah akibat daripada aktiviti manusia yang tidak mengambil kira kesannya terhadap alam sekitar. Hadirin sekalian, sebagai sebuah komuniti sekolah, kita boleh memainkan peranan penting dalam menyemai kesedaran tentang perubahan tumbuh-tumbuhan hijau di kawasan sekolah. Perubahan kecil yang konsisten boleh memberi impak yang besar kepada alam sekitar kita. Hadirin yang dihormati, Saya ingin mengingatkan bahawa usaha memelihara alam adalah satu tanggungjawab berterusan. Oleh itu, saya menyeru semua pihak untuk bersama-sama menjadikan kelestarian alam sebagai sebahagian daripada budaya hidup kita. Akhir kata, marilah kita bersama-sama berusaha memastikan alam sekitar kita terus terpelihara. Semoga usaha ini menjadi legasi yang bermakna untuk generasi akan datang. Sekian, terima kasih.
Thank you, Madam Bremer, for her remarkable and delightful speech. Next, I would like to invite Encik Zulkarnain Abdul Rahman, who is currently the Deputy Director of Learning Sector from the Johor State Education Department, to officiate our program this afternoon. Encik Zulkarnain, the floor is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Malaysia Madani, salam Maju Johor dan salam Johor Leeds. Terlebih dahulu saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada pengacara majlis yang berusaha, Puan Rema Chong Kun Hua, Guru Besar SDKC Fun Yu 2 selaku pengurusi Jawatan Kuasa Webinar Kehijauan yang Indah siar langsung dalam talian peringkat negeri Johor. Yang dihormati Dr. Ooi Im Hin, Kurator Suriana Botanic Conservation Garden selaku penceramah undangan kita pada hari ini. Yang dihormati guru-guru besar, barisan guru penolong kanan dan warga pendidik sekolah-sekolah negeri Johor, ahli jawatan kuasa webinar dan para peserta webinar yang saya kasihi sekalian. Para penonton yang saya hormati, marilah kita panjatkan syukur kepada Allah SWT kerana dengan izinnya kita dapat bersama ataupun bersua secara dalam talian bersama-sama untuk menjayakan webinar kehijauan yang indah secara langsung dalam talian. Terlebih dahulu saya ingin mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih dan tahniah kepada seluruh jawatan kuasa pengelola webinar kehijauan yang indah atas kerjasama dalam menjayakan webinar ini. Mudah-mudahan kerjasama erat ini akan berterusan pada masa akan datang. Tahniah dan syabas kerana telah berjaya menghimpunkan murid dari Sekolah Negeri Johor dalam webinar ini. Sebagaimana kita sedia maklum, usaha ini memerlukan komitmen yang tinggi daripada semua pihak kerana webinar ini dilaksanakan secara dalam talian. Pihak Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Johor berharap agar aktiviti sebegini dapat memberikan banyak manfaat kepada semua peserta. Para penonton sekalian, webinar ini sangat bertepatan dengan keperluan masa kini di mana alam sekitar menghadapi tekanan hebat akibat pembangunan tanpa sempadan. Usaha untuk menyedarkan masyarakat, khususnya generasi muda, tentang kepentingan tumbuh-tumbuhan dalam mengekalkan keseimbangan ekologi amatlah penting. Melalui sesi ini, para peserta akan dibimbing untuk mengenali keistimewaan tumbuh-tumbuhan, sejarah semula jadi tumbuh-tumbuhan dan kepelbagaian tumbuh-tumbuhan. Para peserta dapat memahami proses fotosintesis dan peranan penting flora dalam menangani perubahan iklim. Mereka juga akan didedahkan tentang konsep spesies endemik dan konsep ekologi. Saya yakin webinar ini mampu mencetuskan ilham dalam kalangan peserta untuk lebih menghargai khazanah hijau ini dan menyumbang kepada usaha pemeliharaan alam sekitar secara berterusan, bukan sahaja untuk kelangsungan hidup hari ini tetapi juga untuk generasi akan datang. Webinar ini juga sebagai wahana perkongsian sumber dan ilmu pengetahuan secara dalam talian dengan sekolah-sekolah di negeri Johor. Pada masa yang sama dalam kesempatan ini juga saya ingin mengucapkan tahniah kepada para peserta yang telah mengikuti webinar ini dengan jayanya. Peserta perlu memenuhi prasyarat webinar ini dengan mengikuti webinar sepenuhnya dan menjawab 20 soalan kuiz dalam bentuk Google Form serta mencapai markah minimum pada masa yang ditetapkan untuk mendapat sijil penyertaan peringkat negeri Johor. Akhir kata, sekali lagi tahniah dan syabas kepada semua pihak yang telah menyumbangkan idea, tenaga, komitmen yang tinggi bagi menjayakan webinar ini. Dengan lafaz Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, saya merasmikan webinar kehijauan yang indah siaran langsung dalam talian. Sekian, terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Inche Zulkarnain Abdurrahman, for his enlightening speech. Our next agenda, I would like to invite all of you to turn on your camera for a photo opportunity. Madam Wong Choi Ling, can you help us to take a picture? All right. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Say cheese. Once again. Ready? 1. Hold on.
I don't know this.
All right. One more. 1, 2, 3. Say cheese. For the last time, let's go again. One round. 1, 2, 3. Say cheese. Thank you everyone for your cooperation, especially our photographer, Madam Wong Choi Ling.
Oma, kau kaya. Tweet kau yang kaya. Bukan saya sendiri. Kalau kaya tahu.
Somebody turn off your mic. It off.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Before the presentation begins, allow me to introduce our presenter today. His name is Dr. Ooi Im Hin. With the interest in tropical understory plants, especially aroids and gingers, Dr. Ooi Im Hin past researchers had led to the discovery of few genera in Araceae and several species in Zingiberaceae. A genus Oia in Araceae was named after his surname to honor him. With the botanical research background on plant taxonomy, phylogenetics, floral biology, and plant-pollinator interactions, he had contributed to the effort of reviving Penang Botanic Gardens as a truly functioning botanic gardens. Currently, he is the curator of Suriana Botanic Conservation Gardens in Penang. Dr. Ooi, the floor is yours.
Hello, and good afternoon. Thank you, Teacher Angeline, for the nice introductions. Now is my storytelling time. So I will share some slides first. Hope everyone can see. Okay. Yeah. This is one of the places that I'm working currently. So we have 3 gardens in one garden. Then this photo is when the early morning, when the sun's can see the sunset. So you have very beautiful sight of the sun come out and beautiful light, cool breeze, and nice bird chirping around. But somehow, however, few hours later, bang, the afternoon, when we reach afternoon, the burning sun, it come out, the shooting the burning light come down to the earth. And while we are happily doing gardening just now it's very like burning. We like feel like incinerated like vampires. What should we do? What to do? So normally for this in this time, we will hide inside a building, right? Hide inside a building. So we come up, Okay, lunchtime. Right? We hide inside a building. Of course, you won't feel the heat and the things when you're inside the building. But is the light and the heat goes away? It didn't. It go around, still go around in the atmosphere. So because nowadays the higher and higher carbon dioxide content, the greenhouse effect, so the light will reflect, come in, out, and it reflect back to the earth again. So the heat is still there. So in this type, do you wonder what are the living thing or the anything that can help us to make it better, make the weather? So can eat the light away. When we have this heating in house back, the weather become more and more extreme. So the temperature range become bigger and bigger. Then we need to have these plants. These are the organism, living thing that can help to control our weather. It's a gift of Mother Nature. Is anyone wonder about why the plants always look greens, right? Most of it, the leaf, right, look greens. You can see the light here, the sunlight here, come out shooting down to the earth. Then you see the trees and the plants and shrubs and the herbs are blocking the sun layer. Actually, they are not just blocking, they also have to absorb the harmful light. The one that too penetrative on the blue side and the one that too carry the heat on the red side. So they take out, they absorb the blue and the red side. So in the middle is the most neutral one that in our vision visible wavelength. So it's a green light. How plant can do that? How they are able to do that? Because they have chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is inside the organelle called chloroplast in the plant. So this chlorophyll, they can absorb the light energy and convert the carbon dioxide and use the water carbon dioxide, convert it and make it, process it and become sugar and oxygen, which everybody of us need the oxygen, right? So that's how important plant is. And plant is this is the structure of the chlorophyll, one of the simplest structure of chlorophyll. Then for plants, they are the best biochemists in the world because how best they are. If I give you carbon dioxide and water, can you turn it to the oxygen and sugar now? Cannot, right? Our humans so far behind plants. In this case, the glucose here is a basic sugar. So one is sugar. So many, it becomes the starch. So it's a carbohydrate. So many. There's one small story. My mother used to thought that, oh, I eat potato, I eat the rice, then I didn't take any sugar. It's good for health. But actually, everything that has a starch actually come from sugar. It's just one is sugar, many is the starch. So the flour, the noodles actually all can break down to sugar. Okay, this one extra story. These plants have very advanced technology. So how far we fall behind plants? You see this number here, 2.5 billion years ago. So when I say 2.5, maybe you cannot imagine like 2.5 is how long ago. So billion is how long? So you can see 2.5 years ago. So this is how far we fall behind in terms of biotechnology from the plants. Besides the photosynthesis and uniqueness of the plants, there's another uniqueness of plants. Also, plants have cell wall. So this cell wall is actually made by cellulose. They have a plant and cellulose cell wall. If the fungus one, it contains different structure. So this cellulose, when I say cellulose, maybe you cannot imagine. Actually, some of our glue, the glue is come from there. And if one cellulose wall, many fiber, you can imagine the fiber. So this is a structure that we human been using, and we've been have to thankful from the plants. They've been giving us. Okay, now we talk about uniqueness of the plants already and the things. We come talk about the nature history of the plants. So like human, like plants, they also have their history. Of course, we are just have glimpse of the history because it was so long ago. In from the fossil records, people found that the earliest plant is actually in the sea, from the sea. So the earliest group of plant we call algae or alga is plural and singular, alga. So alga is in the sea. It starts from the singular unicellular single cell. Start from the single cell. Then of course, the more and more like you and your friend, you have more friends, you are more happy, right? More functioning also in the school. So your team are bigger. So they have more and more friends together. Then later, they in 1 billion years ago, so it start the multicellular type of algae. So they are clustered together, they are united together as one organism. Then eventually, slowly, they spread until fully all the sea. Then they start to, oh, we need to find new place. So they come out to on the land. So on the ground, terrestrial. So they come out. This is around 500 million years ago. When I say the number, you cannot, probably some student or people can hard to imagine how long ago. So as we know, dinosaur is very old, things like dinosaur fossil, blah, blah, blah. Then first dinosaur is around 243 million years ago. You see, 500, 243. So this plant, the land plant is like 2 times older than the dinosaur. Just for your imagination. So of course, algae was many types. Now it is introduce a major group of the plants. So algae is one group of plants. They are always in the water. Sometimes you can see your water like green water when you keep too long, right? When your bottle keep too long under the sunlight or not filtered, you can see, or sometimes in the pond, you can see the green water. So sunlight is an algae inside. Eventually, plant develop, they also become more and more advanced, like human, like technology. So now in terms to gather more function, gather the light more, so they have this evolve this the leaf-like structure. So it arrange like the ground, so it can capture more light. So they can capture more light. Then they also have stem system that go, stem-like system that go, so they can spread more. So this one is moss. So you can see the moss on the rock, right? Sometimes on the rock, on the wet surface, you can see a tiny, and nowadays very famous, a terrarium, vivarium, the small thing. Inside the glass that people growing the small plant there. That's one in the group of moss. Of course, moss also very big group. Moss are more earlier lineage of the plants. So they don't have flower and fruits. They have spore. Then they have separate their life to 2 phases. One is gametophyte phase and sporophyte phase. Gametophyte phase and sporophyte phase. So the is separate to 2 phase. You can imagine it's like a temple and the frogs or the caterpillar and the butterfly. So they are 2 phases of fly. Then later, this one is fern, become more and more complex, right? Fern, after that, the plants also develop more. Now they know how to build leaf. vascular. You know the vascular? So it's now they have that's why we call it's fern is a vascular plants. So they have this tube that can help to bring the absorb the water and the nutrients to the top of the leaf. This vascular is like our leaf. They can transport things from lower ground to upper ground, right? Upper floor. So lower ground to upper floor. So these fern, they have this type, look, this type, and they will transport so fern are much bigger than the moss already because moss don't have vascular. They don't have leaf. So they only can have on the ground floor. So this one they have built higher already. For the process to bring it up by a vascular, this process called transpiration and capillary. When the whole sunlight, right, shine on the leaf, so there's a stomata, then the water vapor go out. So this is transpiration vapor. Start to move the water from the gullet go up. Then the wall of the vascular is like our tube, like you can imagine, is like our straw, right? So our straw. So this wall, they will have to stick on the wall of the vascular, so the water move up. If you have free time, you can ask one vegetable from your mother, and then you put in the color water. Then you can see the color. Let's say you put like red color, right, with the bok choy there. Then you put it so you can see the red water will move up from the stem of the petiole of the vegetable. Okay, this is something you can play later. Fern also, like moss, is still using spore, and they also still have two phases of life. Just like this one is one phase, and this one is another phase. So the sporophyte and gametophyte. So this one is much deeper, so I skip this first. Okay. Then later on, plants are building more and more complex structure. You can see they are become more woody already, right? This one. So this one called gymnosperm. It's you remember our Christmas tree or something? So the one is Christmas tree, the one is a pine. So this pine belongs to the gymnosperm. They still don't have flower and fruits, but they have these cones. This cone is actually modified from the leaf. The leaf modify and become a cone. Then this one is a megasporophyll, macrosporophyll. Then they have seeds. What big difference from previously is they also have transport, right? The transportation, the vascular. But what different is now they don't have two phases anymore. They don't have two phases of life anymore. They become like a tree. They don't have a two phase of life anymore. They only make dominant sporophyte. What gametophyte? They are actually hidden in the seed. So the one called seed plant. Is like this one is an example of the cone. This is a tree. This is one of our local pine in the highland there. This one also one of our local pine, Agathis ponensis. This one Epicapus. This is a megasporophyte. So this one actually, when you see the small scale like things here, is actually the modified leaf. So they modify the leaf, they protect their seeds. So their baby, they don't split to two phase anymore. They only one phase. Once the seed ready, then the seed disperse and become a new plant later. So we only have one phase. We don't have like caterpillar and butterfly, the two phase like that. Okay. Later on, this one around 130 million years ago, then the plants getting more and more complex and develop more and more things to protect their children and also try to produce more children. So they have flowers and fruits. This is when you cut inside the fruit, you can see there's a seed inside. This is the fruit that protect and also provide nutrients. They have many functions. Some flower they attract the pollinators. Some flower they actually try to repel the we call pollen robbers. They will come to rob the pollen. So they have smell that repel the other naughty insects. Then this one is try to protect the seeds. So they like your parent protect yours. Like, so this like the fruit will protect and also help to disperse, make the seed go far further or become bigger, more secure. So there's angiosperm flowering plant. Of course, now you have more colors already, not bad, all green already. So in general, these angiosperm have two major groups, and actually more complex. So it called monocotyledon and dicotyledon. This is actually inside the seed, they have these starchy things there. So it will become developed firstly, blah blah blah. So this one, either one only or two, split to two sides. So that's why monocotyledon, the cotyledon only one, dicotyledon means two cotyledon. So you can imagine this one is like the bean sprout. Our local called tauge. So tauge, right, if you can see it's split to two when the seed break. So that one is dicotyledon. You have two cotyledon. For most of the other plant, the monocotyledon, the small plant, they usually one, for example, like your rice only one star. So it don't break, right? So paddy, rice, so it's monocotyledon. Of course, it will be quite complex if you go to university. Anyway, and this one, Soria, is a type of a timber tree. This is one of the plants that I studied when I was in university last time. So when share some major group, right, like just now, from algae, okay, I go one through. Okay, algae, moss, ferns, gymnosperm, and angiosperm. This is major group. So how scientists classify them, right? Categorize them, make them in groups. This is a science called taxonomy. So we identify the plant, then we put it, oh, this one is small nearer, they have same. Like just now I say, oh, this one have the seeds, they don't have flower. This one have flower and fruits. And this one have vascular. Most don't have vascular. So this how people categorize. Of course, it's many level, but at this level, as an introduction only, actually you don't need also all of it. And most likely you will see in the botanic garden, like this is one of the example in our botanic gardens, the name. So normally you see the family. So what family is this? So Gingiberaceae. So it belongs to the ginger family. Then the genus and the species. Genus is like all these species are related, relative. So this is a genus name, this is a species name. So for example, in this case, Alingera fugen. So this fugen is belong to the Alingera group and in the Gingiberaceae family. You can have Alingera elatio, Alingera mengai, Alingera arborescens, Alingera littorali. So they are all Alingera group. Then they belong to Gingiberaceae family. So there's other genera. So also in the same family, though they are related. They based on the relation. Okay. Now we come to the another part of the sharing. This one, we know that now you learn about major group of the plants and how we know the name, right? So this one know the name already, how we see that, oh, this is the name of the plants, scientific names. Then where we usually find the plant and how you see the plant in the wild and what are their habitat there, their niche, living niche there. Well, So this is another the habit of the plant now we're talking about. Then is related to the ecology things. For example, this one is herbaceous plant. Herbaceous plant, they don't have wood. They are still soft thing. They are much smaller. Then this one is monocots here. This is monocot. This is one of the plant that Scaphochlamys sylvestris is one of the plant that in our peninsula or our forest. Then this is global patents. This is another two type of ginger family also belong to the Gingiberaceae. Like just now I say they are different. You can see here different genus. And then they belong to the gingiber family. Gingiberaceae. So this is the species name. Sylvestris is the species name. Scaphochlamys is a genus name. Global pattern. So they have this. Then this one is, but herbaceous plants, sometimes some of the dicot also have herbaceous plant. They are actually soft stem as well. They are not hard, you see, they are not wood. So this is Godonoboya quinquefunera, the name very funny. This one is a flower, no? So they are all angiosperm. Like just now I say, the plant they try to eat the light, right? So herbaceous plant, they are soft stem, so they won't go very long. Then they have a leaf that more darker to capture more light, more chlorophyll. Then some plant, they start to engineer themselves, and design architecturally, then to build up taller, to become taller. So here come another category of plants that we habit of plant we call shrubs. So they are grow taller because they have this woody stem already. You can see here is a big woody stem. These two are both in the coffee families. Isora congesta, Dariana fragrans. They have beautiful flowers and the fruit. Many people thought Isora, right? The jarum flower, right? The one, the red flower there. People planted one. Actually, we have wild one also. This one, Isora congesta, the one or orange color one. Eventually, they are more and more advanced in the technology, and now they build their tree, build themselves higher to get more light. You can see they are so tall here. This one is become a very woody. They lignify their cells and make it wood. So you see, plants are the best biochemists, right? Now they make wood already. They make lignin, tannin, then they accumulate and make it a wood. So now we have trees. So trees have trunks like that. Trunks, there's on trunk. Tree, then they can grow much taller. Well, they can capture more light. So here is Ausonia angustiloba. This one is actually common name Pulai tree. If you know, it maybe some of you will know the Gudong Pulai in Johor. So this is Pulai tree. Gudong Pulai. Then this Mangifera potida is a macang tree. If you Kelantan macang, it's named after this plant. So actually, a lot of our place in Malaysia are actually related to plants. They name after the plant. These are a very beautiful flower. This one is from Perak. This is a flower of the Mangifera. So, yeah. Next. All of them have a good architect and engineer that build tall things. How about those that, I don't have enough material to build so big and become tall tree, right? So what should they do? So now they have clever, they are clever and they design another structure. So they make themselves can climb. You can see this tangling here, tangling here, here. This one called tendril. So some plant, they don't have so many material to build big tree, right? So big tree, big house. So they try to climb on the tree. So they only build very narrow, but they use this special design structure to climb up the other tree. This is one of our local wild plant, so-called Kurator mollissima. Is actually in the Vitaceae. Vitaceae is a grapes family. A very big quiche. but actually no record for say it's edible, very sour, I guess. And then for climbers, they are not only one thing, they can build any structure. Like this case, you see the hook here. So you also climb on another tree. You can see this plant, Caria lanosa. They also climb on another tree. Johor very famous for gambir, right? This is a type of wild gambir in the forest. Gambir's brother in the forest. The flower look like coronavirus. This is before it opened. This one they climb using the thorn here. So the branch of the tree become a thorn. You see, they are very good in architect. Then they have a thorn, then they can help them to climb up the tree. So they don't need to build some more, a lot of things. There's another climber here. You see, this one is a type of palm rattan, actually, rattan. This is one of the wild plants that are only on Penang here. Calamus penicillatus is a very endemic, hyper-endemic plant that only on Penang here. This one, for this rattan, how rotan, we call rotan locally. So how they climb, they use this one. You can see here, it's like a flagella here. Then they have this spine. They modify the leaflets become like a spine. So this spine can hook, because it can hook on other tree. So they can climb taller also. This one called, so this thing that climb on other plants, one called climbers. Of course, there also another plant have many type. This one another habit again. This one called epiphyte. Epiphyte, when you see like this, you thought it's like you can see it hanging on the tree, right? But don't have root go down. Don't have root go down. This is all leaf, isn't leaf. Because for this plant, Aerides odorata is a type of orchid, our wild orchid here. Then it have because for orchid, their seeds are very light. Their seeds are very small. They make their seeds so light. And also same with fern, like just now I mentioned fern, like this one is a type of fern, Platycerium coronarium. So this one is our Tandorusa, because staghorns. Tandorusa. This staghorn, they are ferns, they have spore. So spore is very light as well. So when spore, like orchid seeds and spore, they're very light, they can fly. You see now they can fly. Now they invented new technology again. So they fly, then they hang on other plants, then they grow. So they don't need to grow from the ground, build big. They just fly, hang on other plant, and grow. Later, if I have time, I show you some more funny video on the plants. This one called epiphyte. One thing misunderstand about epiphyte, a lot of people thought epiphyte is harmful to the plant. Actually, it's not. It just hang on the plant. It just hang on the plant. The plant didn't damage the plant. They just hang on. They clean on it. It's actually not harmful to the tree. So you see now tree on the terrestrial side of the land, trees, shrub, herbs, now climber, everything, or even the sky also conquer already. What should we do? Okay, we don't have so many engineers like that. Oh, now they can find another way. They learn how to swim. No, not swim actually, but literally, but they grow into the water, fresh water. So, like for example, this one is a lotus. Lotus, they grow in the pond, in the lake, in the pond, right? So they are actually in the water. This one we call aquatic plant, aqua water. So aquatic plant, they grow inside the water, but they leaf come out to get the sunlight and get the food, get the air. Then we also have some plant that didn't go actually going, but they're beside at the margin of the river. Like this one is Homalomina expedita. This one, they grow just beside the river stream, they beside the lake. They are, so they can find new places for their happy life there. And some plant even much advanced already. Now they totally submerged in the water so they can survive. Uh, so this one is aquatic plants. This one, Cryptogarini, is a type of Araceae. It's a type of taro family. So you see all on the land also conquer already. Fresh water also conquer already. Some plant, they have to find some new place, right? So now they, like on our rocky strip, when you go to the forest and forest stream water, then they have rocks, right? So these plants just grow on the rock. See? So litho is a rock, so they grow on the rock. So called lithophytes. For this type of habit. They have special roots that they can help them to cling on the rock and also can help them to digest rock a bit to get nutrients. This one is an endemic plant in Borneo in Sarawak side. So this one is Ringopal elongata. It's at Lundu side, Sarawak. This one Begonia citropioides. I took from Jerai. It's a very small plant on the Jerai rock on the moss there. The highland there, the very mossy forest there on the rock they're hiding there. One very tiny. So this one is on the limestone rock. It's a Begonia integrifolia. It's a wild one. Another type with a dot one also have two types. So you can see they can cling on different rocks some more. Like this is granite, this one sandstone, this one limestone. They cover more and more places and conquer everywhere. Now they have more advanced technology some more. This one now they utilize, if they don't have so many engineer in terms of physics expert, so now they go to bio experts. This plant, you can see that they don't actually have leaf. Because saprophytes they are not really saprophytic themselves, but they use mycoheterotopy. Myco means the fungus. Fungus like mushroom, mushroom all belong to fungus. So they use a type of fungus called mycorrhiza to help them to absorb the nutrient, to help them to digest the leaf, the letters, then to get the nutrient. So only once in a while we can see their flower come out. And after they come out fruiting, then they're gone already. You cannot see them with whole year. So this one called saprophyte. You see now they are more advanced already. They even like biotechnology, right? Of course, got the nice people, also got naughty people. This one is other naughty plant. Actually, they are parasitic. They grow on another host plant. Like this whole Rafflesia that everybody quite very famous, like the corpse flower. So this Rafflesia, they actually are parasite. They grow on these tetrastigma plants. Tetrastigma also a type of Vitaceae. It's also a grapes family. They grow on their stem and then they take, but of course they are not actually very harmful because it takes too long for them to bloom. Like one flower, like maybe 9 months, like from the small to big 9 months. Then this is one that Rafflesia many people know, but some people, we also have some other parasitic plant that belong to the same family. Like just now I mentioned, like their family. So this is another genus. You can understand it's like their cousin. So this is their cousin, another genus called Rhizantes. This one I picture from the Gunung Mulu there. This one also parasitic plant. They grow 5 months, then poop, open, then they gone again. Then fruiting. Okay. This is another naughty plant that you maybe will see this quite often, right? Sometimes even beside the building, beside a house, you can see some plants grow the root like this come out. Grow like this come out. They have a very notorious root. They grow a lot of roots. This one is called in the group called strangler. You can see here the root they grow. They actually circle on other plants. Then they strangle the plant. So they take the whole plant shape, so they don't need to grow build so long themselves. They just take the shape of the original plants. This one is very naughty plants. This is one come down here is aerial root. Some of the aerial root they will become longer and longer and become the pillar root, like a pillar here. Pillar. This one is this is ficus. Ficus is a pokok ara group, pokok ara group. Ficus, my God, Jawi, this one. So a few places in Malaysia also named after them. Sungai Ara, the Jawi. Okay. So you see all type of style that they have, living style that they venture to, and technology. Now this one come another special case again. This one is carnivorous plant. This is the pitcher plant that pitcher plant. Pitcher. So local we call periukera, right? Periukera. Monkey cup lah. Some common name called monkey cup. They are like our stomach. The inside they have juice. So when insect drop down, they will digest the insect and provide the nutrient to the plants. Now when these in the poor soil, because originally in the Karangas forest also, they are in the poor soil, so the soil don't have enough food. So they take the food from other animals, insect, drop in. This one different type. Here you can see same genus, because they almost have same characters. Then different species. Vechi, then Vechi, Abomaginata, gracidis. Different plants. Different species, so they are related. You can imagine they are like brothers, same family, same group. So they have different siblings. Yeah. This is another carnivorous plant that maybe less people know. We call Uticularia. They actually have very cute small flower, very small. Usually at the rocks on the water side, where the stream side. Very small plant. And this one, they have this bladder. This bladder is also like a pouch, this bladder. So this bladder will help to capture the plankton, zooplanktons inside, or some small baby insect inside. Then they will digest that. Then this is how they get their nutrients as well. So you can see there's many different type of plants that they have different way of living, and they design different structures to make their survive. Yeah. Now we see just now all are on the land, right? And we remember when in the beginning I mentioned about the algae from the sea come to the land, and they spread. They have more and more type of land plants. Like just now we mentioned, from the small herbs to the small, okay, many type of land plants, from the small herbaceous plants, to the shrub, to the trees, to the big plants, to those like climbers, epiphyte. They fill up all the place on the surface side of the earth surface, rocks, and even the parasite one depend on other tree, right? They depend on other tree. Then even eat insect one also have. Then what to do? All the place already conquered by people. And some plant they develop another technology again. This one called steel root, and this is pneumatophore. So they allow them to go back to the sea. So allow them to at the seaside. Of course, they cannot swim inside the sea, but they at the seaside. You can see all these mangrove places called mangrove places at the seaside. Then they go back to the sea. This root like this allow them to more support. Then also allow them to breathe, because in the sea water, right, they cannot breathe. So this root actually help them to breathe. This mangrove plant is some people. Mangrove plants are very important for the ecosystem. I remember last time we got a case of tsunami, or maybe some are too young to know about. Maybe high school children will know. The tsunami that time 2016. So this mangrove plant actually important as a buffer zone. So when the wave come, they will break down the wave. They will stand there and let the breaking down the wave when the impact. So the impact when it come up to the land, it won't be so strong anymore. So mangrove plant is important to protect the beach there, to protect the seaside. Okay, so now come to this one is you can see now plants can from the sea go up to the land. They are all type of different plants. So if you walk around in the town or anywhere in the garden, then you can see all beside you. You have plants. Sometimes even some small thing beside, like with some old building windows side or something, you can see the ficus come out something. So there's our plant. Of course, you if interest in plant, you can deep into it and find out the information. Nowadays, have a lot of tools to help us to find out the informations. This one is introduction. So now learn about the plant, what type of major group of the plants, what type of major group of plants, and what type of plants that their structures and things are. Then you can have a brief idea. Then later in your life, maybe you are interested in certain field, you can deep into it and become an expert in it, make you expert in something. Yeah. Then because in science, there's a lot of things that we still don't know about plants. In science, we still many things that we don't know about plants. In general, plants is plant science is botany. Botany is umbrella for all the plant science. But of course, conventionally, it's a taxonomy. But beyond taxonomy, there are more as well. In the olden day, actually, agriculture, forestry, horticulture, landscape, now they're all in the botany. Now they know more. We have agriculture department, forestry department, horticulture department, Jabatan landscape, different things, all different. But there's a many field in the plants that you can venture to. Of course, this is what I introduce it more on taxonomy, how you recognize the plant. We answer this, scientists answer the first question, what is this? So this is taxonomy. So what is this? And you see this plant, what is this? So this is taxonomy. You have to identify, classify, then if it's not recorded from the in science before, so it's new, then you come to nomenclature, how to name it. Like just now I mentioned, the family, the genus, the species. The one taxonomy. Second question. A lot of people like to ask me when I introduce a plant, what is this plant for? What is the useful? And I think the most famous question is, boleh makan, can eat or not? So this come to ethnobotany. Mean what are the people, ethnic group that in that area using that plant for? So this one is whatever plants that in the human knowledge, in local folks knowledge, then they start to learn about maybe how they experiment, I don't know. But some of the plant are very funny that they know how to use it since last time. Maybe many people die before that. They try testing. Oh, this one can eat, this one cannot eat. Okay. Okay. Then this one is ethnobotany. So scientists record the plants that what are the uses. They call ethnobotany. They go to the Orang Asli village, all over to the very rural area to see what are the plants they use in their life. Not necessarily just for food. It can be for cosmetic. It can be for their the medicinal. They make, like say injured, they use this. Or they say for their hair more better. That one is all ethnobotanic things. Sometimes even for perfume, to make them smell better. So this one different. There's a level of different. Eventually, nowadays, more and more advanced, of course, more and more fancy technologies and science. Then we have phytochemistry, phylogenetics. These are all much deeper already. Then people start to venture, question the after you know, this plant can people use for paint. Maybe you new paint, you put this powder, this powder from this plant. You take the leaf grind and make it powder and put on the skin. It will relieve the pain. But how you know it's true or not? Is it they are just say like let's come to phytochemistry. So they need to know what are the things inside the leaf, inside the plants. Then this plant do they have any chemical that actually function for the said properties? Okay, do they real or not? Or just people just joking around? So this one is also scientist job. The chemistry job, phytochemistry, they will test. Or even after they know, this one, it can make the pain go away. But how much is safe to use? That's another category again. They will try to get the dosage, the suitable dosage. Then this is the expand, and more advanced. So, but somehow the first question is, what is this plant? If you don't know the plant, you use the wrong plant, right? So what is this one is the first question. So taxonomy in botany is a basic of the botany. It's a foundation. So once you have foundation, only you can build more and more advanced science. Okay. We always thinking about human only, what we can use. But in some of the things that they are not for human, but they are important for other things. Like this one, Curia ridley here, is one of my study last time during my master. It's actually an endemic plant only in Johor and Pahang, only in southern Malaysia. Malaysia is the name of the Peninsula Malaysia, southern Peninsula Malaysia. So this one only in Johor and Pahang. This plant is in the riverside, like just now on the stone one. They are lithophytic. This special case that in the river and on the stone. So you have another term called rhyophyte. That one more advanced called rhyophytic, means sometimes it's flooded, sometimes it's not flooded. We see this one actually, we call inflorescence, this is a spade. Inside actually it's one tiny dot, here is one flower. Dot is one flower. Very small flower inside. And from far you see, it's just a fruit, nothing. It's but actually it's a flowers here. We thought it's useless. What are the plants here? Just throw it away. But you see here at night, ding, 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 here, you see beetle, flies. This is fruit flies, the tiny fruit flies. all come from it because they provide them food and shelter. It's their house, it's their home, it's their hotel. Tomorrow they move to another flower some more, so they pollinate another plant. But this one important for them to as their fruit, as their shelters in their life. At night, some more is sometimes in the forest very cold, right? So this one also provides some warmth for them. So this one we call ecology. So the plants use that not for only for human, they are also for the another thing in the world. So this one is ecology. But as you know, one tree is tree lah. If many tree, many plants, forest side. So forest is the home of many other animals and then many other things and insects also. You see, as you can see here, this is the bee. So Amagila zona magila bee. Then this is a butterfly, and oh, this one is a funny thing. It hang here. You can see it's still stealing the fruit, the flower here, flower, but I think this is actually the squirrel, the black squirrel here. Then monkey, of course, this one dusky monkey, dog. This is their baby with different color. This plant, these small mammals, this mammal and insect, they are all part of the forest. They are all living together in the forest. Of course, come to lizard as well. Lizard, snake. So this one is one of our local turtle that in the forest turtle. Tortoise. Tortoise. The one in the sea is turtle. The one on the ground is tortoise. So this is the one type of tortoise. Impressa, the very funny horn. Then very funny tone here. Some of them don't directly eat the plant, of course, but they also eat the insect. So it's like link. You see the ecology. So plants is the autotroph. It produce the food themselves. But some are like us, human, like some other animal and the insect, they have to eat plants. So like just now this picture, they eat the flower. Then other animal may have to eat the insect. So like this one they will eat the insect. So this is the food chain. So ecology, all interrelated. So one God, all God. This is one of the funny photo I like here. You can see here, actually this green thing is a green spider. Then it's when flower blooming got smell, right? Then the stingless bee come, and then this little flower here camouflage there and eat the bees. You can see here. So you see flower, insects, the bee that come, and then also the spider that hit. So we all related, not only one things. Yeah, here come another story lah. Sometimes plant also inspire people for ideas. This one is one of the case. This fruit called Osomitra macrocapa. It's very big fruit, so quite big. That's why called macrocapa. Capa means fruit, macro big. So this plant actually is a cucumber family. Then this is the seed. The seed come from here. This plant, like when we say what is the use of the plant, and I mentioned just now many technology of plant that we don't know, right? This is one of it when our long time ago, before we have aeroplane, you can see the shape of this seed, right? It look like a drone. It look like the drone. Then before we have aeroplane, people try to do try to research, scientists try to research how to create aeroplane that can fly, right? So this is one of the plants that inspire the aero science last time. Of course, now they have much advanced technology, but this is one of the plants that inspire the early technology of the aeroplane, and that's why because of this foundation, then we have aeroplane nowadays. Yeah, here I want to share one video. Maybe I get from it's a very famous guy called or David at the bird. You all can see. So this is I have a video, but I cannot find it. So this one nicely captured the seeds. You see the seed drop from the fruit side, drop from the fruit. Then when the wind blow, you see it fly like a like a butterfly actually. It fly like a butterfly. Very nice. You see how amazing the nature are, and we never know if we didn't try to understand that. Back to the seeds. Okay. You see how amazing the nature are, right? Want to repeat and see. There's a fly. It's flying. You can see this one is shaped the flying. So this is people that last time they are amazed by the way it's so stable. Just a little wind, it can float already, it can fly away already. So then they inspire them. Eventually, they come up with the theories of science and things. Of course, I'm not physics scientist in aeroplane, but this is what I learned about the plants that they come out with. Then just now I mentioned about the plants that I studied before. One of the cave lantera just now. This bouquet lantera things. It's one of my previous projects as well, but this is one of the video I captured when actually before it opened, it closed like just now close. It's just white like that. Just now that one is a type of RIC also. Locally we call yam. Actually, yam is not true yam, it's taro. Actually, true yam is Dioscorea and other things. This one is in the stream. It's also refined in the stream of the water. Then it was first day. It just opened a small hole. First day opened a small hole. Then insect go in. The flies go in. Then the next day is a female stage. The next day, when male stage is release the fly. So this part is a male and called male, and this is a part where they release the flies. Okay, I explained. Yeah, there's a lot of water, and you can see here, but too many sounds. So it slowly break. It slowly break from here. When they release, it's like auto, you see the space is still fresh. That's why we call categories, where they still drop like they already program it. So they teach away this time. Then at some point, it always the same time, at around 8 to 9, within 8 and 9 o'clock, then it become, yeah. So you can see it very great. This one actually already 10 minutes ago. So I try to capture that time when it's the action going on. You see, okay, my friends are too excited and too many voices behind. Then this one was 20 years ago, so maybe the video quality are not that good. But this is, but you can see they program they program themselves. So this one actually related to a phenomenon called programmed cell death. So they actually this abscission site is the cell die away. So when the cell die away, but open, suddenly reflects like that. So it is happen within 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes. Then okay, go back to the slide, huh? So we have that's why science is so interesting. Plant have many things that this one programs out there is also a topic that some people research on how we program the cell die, make it die automatically. What if we successful to do that? Of course, you know, not making people die lah. This is not the purpose. They want what if we can make cancer cell die? So right, they will program them. Okay, you die yourself. Then they die. See, plant are much advanced technology than us in terms of editing. This is moved to genetic already. Okay, so now we go back to the ecology. So you see, plants are in everywhere on the earth for this. Then they have their own functions. Even some we may not know yet. Of course, this is one of the study also, ecology study. Some people they sit there to wait to take camera and take video to wait, then to learn about what the function of the plants and what the function of the organism. So this is another. So we cannot say that, oh, I don't know what it is. Then we don't explore it and learn new things from them. This is okay. So there's nearly end of my this is end of my slides already. Then I will like to say thank you for your attention and a lot of things. Listen, maybe hopefully it's not too much to to absorb. But mainly want to share is first thing, what are special thing of the plants? And of course, what is this talk about? This talk is very webinar about plants, right? Plants. Important thing need to say 3 times. And what are the special character of plant? Like the photosynthesis, the sound I just go through. Because I think you have to answer the question later. So big deal. So we have photosynthesis. Then we have major group of plants, the algae, moss, ferns, gymnosperm. What are they special about these plants? Then we have a science about how we recognize a plant. So taxonomy. And then about the ecology of the plants. That's all. Just this one mostly for examples, and we have different type of plant, how they live in different conditions. Just like us human, we have different interests, different things that we good at, different something that we're not good at. Everybody have the thing that they're good at, have their interest. So I hope all of you will like all this plant. You will find something you're good at, and also you like about it, then you can find yourself fit in to some part of the world and the part of in future. So this is ecology part. You see some plants, they are used for different things. Like just how I mentioned, so some for the food, some for the medicinal, some for the clothes, your clothes cotton. Then some are not for human, but they are for the other things in the forest. Yeah, some inspire us about new technology. Okay, thank you very much. This is all my sharing today. Here.
Thank you, Dr. Ooi, for his inspiring and yet informative speech. We are now going to answer your questions. As a reminder, you can still submit the questions through the comments in the chat box. Our first question is, are the plants like animals or they also require to be destroyed or released if they are not native or particular to some areas. Doctor?
Question. Not native plants.
Which means
Pardon?
they are not native or to a particular area. That means the plants, does the plants need to be released like animals? They are not belong to that.
Oh, not native plant means it's not originally from that place. So from that country. Then people imported it. So imported the plant. Of course, it's in a controlled environment that it didn't spread, it's okay. But in some case, they may spread. So that one we will call invasive plant. It's like conquer the area. So that invasive plant is bad for the nature ecosystem in that place. If possible, we always use back the same native plant in that place. It's a better option.
All right, doctor. The second question is, what role do moss plays in an ecosystem?
What role? Excuse me.
Do mosses play in an ecosystem?
Oh, yeah. One thing, of course, is it always it actually helps to capture the moisture of the environment. Moss is always on the rock, right? Then they will rot. When they die, they also rot, become the food for the other plants to grow on the rock. Like just now I mentioned the lithophyte and the rheophyte, right? They grow on the rock. They usually moss help the seed to hook. Then the seed will hook there, and then they will grow. Then the moss also provide initial nutrients for them before the seed grow very big. Another thing important is I used to met the old guy that always come last time when I was, he came to brush he very passionate to help the garden. He come to brush the stone and when he brush the stone, he actually brush away all the moss. And then the environment there become humidity there. Humidity means the water content in the ambient, right? So the humidity there become drop, and actually it bad for some other plants. Most of our forest plants, they actually need more moisture, especially those that they live beside the river one. The trees, some trees and some herbs that shrubs, they live beside the river. They actually want more moisture. So moss can help to capture the moisture. It's the same theory when you put the terrarium, right? They will put the moss because it can help to maintain the moisture. So capture moisture.
All right, doctor. The next question is, there are many species of Eleringa. Do their uses vary between species?
Oh, Elingera?
Yes.
Yeah, Elingera is one of the very useful ginger in our region, in Southeast Asia, especially with the torch ginger group. The torch ginger is Elingera elatio. That's how I show Elingera. The picture I show is the sibling in the forest. But Elingera elatio is important for our asam laksa. And Tom Yum, they will use the flower, right? The young bud. Actually, it's not a flower, a young inflorescence is a bread. When the young bread is used as a spice, important spice to cook. And of course, in the villages and our urban area, we only use mostly because commercialize only the Elingera elatio, mint. When I was in Sarawak villages, kampung, then some orang say they actually use any wild Elingera. They use Elingera, even one time they cook the panso with a wild Elingera. Ayam panso, the one cooked with bamboo. They use the bamboo, they put the chicken, put the herbs inside, put the water and burn the boil inside the bamboo. They actually use a wild Elingera. Because of course we don't know. That one very tasty. That one very tasty. But in general, all ginger, that one is a tips for survival. In general, all ginger are not toxic. We can eat. Just tasty or not, that one not necessary, we don't know. This one is tip for survival. If you lost in the forest, don't eat the arrow, yeah, don't eat the yam. Yam are not true yam family. You eat the ginger if you're really lost, but most likely won't. Hopefully not. Okay.
My next question is, are there any poisonous plants?
Yeah, there are some plants that are actually there are some plants that actually are poisonous. It may make you diarrhea. There are some type of pea family. They may make people diarrhea. Then also the very famous one here, rengas in the forest is actually in the mango family. Rengas. They can cause serious allergy. Serious allergy. So people may swallow, and also like just now I mentioned the aeroids one, right? It itself, some of it not really poison, but it have a protection mechanism. They have a crystal called calcium oxalate that like a needle. So when children don't know they swallow, then it make their tongue swell. So that's why their tongue swell, then they cannot breathe. This one is another type. So of course everything need to study lah. That's why I give example just how we are so amazed at how our old ancestors know this plant can use, this plant can use. I give many sacrifices. Right.
Yes. Okay, doctor. Are there any unique features of botanic plants?
Any unique features
Yes.
of
Botanic plants.
plants?
Yeah.
Oh, actually all the plants have their own uniqueness. Like just now I share, you can see from range from different plants. So every plant have their own uniqueness. To me, of course, maybe just like as human, no, everyone have their characters, everyone have their special things. This one we call morphology in science, right? We call morphology. So different type of the dimensions, and the dimension means how long, tall, and also the qualitative characters. And the structures, the color, and the smell, and the touch. A lot of plants have very many uniqueness. Like just now I showed the orchid, right? You can see orchid leaf and ginger leaf, also the flower. You can see the leaf will become so highly modified, and also the picture plant. You can see just now they are highly modified. These ones are all unique plants. For
All
me,
right, doctor.
all have their own uniqueness. Okay, thank you.
All right, doctor. And I have one final question. Why are there fruits that look fine on the outside but have insects or worm inside? When did they enter the fruit? Is the fruit their parent? The question from our student.
Oh, okay. Insect in the fruits, actually they come depend on there's a few things, two types. One is a prey. That they actually come to steal just now when I explained about a fruit, right? The fruit, they have a lot of food and starch for the babies and for the seeds. So these insects, they come actually when the fruit's still young. Then they inject their egg inside. So when the insect, the baby larvae grow, so they steal the food of the seeds. Mean the ovary there, they steal the food. So they come for prey, come for food. Another one is actually highly modified already. The one like ficus, as I mentioned, actually a type of wasp. They actually stay inside the ficus fruit. Ficus actually is not a fruit lah, because it's actually a fructescence. So this infructescent, they have a small hole there. So when this wasp, these fig wasps, they will grow inside and become their house there. This one is so they stay there. This is like they are already mutualism. It's they help to pollinate the flower as well. So the ficus have seeds, right? So that how they pollinate the flower, they also become the place for them to stay. It's like their home. This one is actually not harmful to the plants. They are mutualism, they stay together as friends. And just now the first one, they come to eat it. So that one is not as friend, they come to steal the food from the babies. Okay, thank you.
All right, Doctor. I think that is all for our Q&A session for today. If you have any questions that we didn't manage to get today, please do comment and contact us. We will post a recording of this program on YouTube after the end of this program. Once again, I would like to thank Dr. Ooi for taking his time to speak to us about the Lush Greenery. Reminder once again, please use MOE account to answer the quiz by 21st June before 12 midnight. I repeat one more time. Reminder once again, please use MOE account to answer the quiz by 21st June before 12 midnight. As for teachers, please fill up your Google form or scan the QR code on the screen. On behalf of SJGC Funyu 2, we would like to thank all of you once again for joining us today and have a great rest of your day. Take care and stay safe, everyone.
Thank you.